Now the sex-linked inheritance, that is appearance of trait due to the presence of an allele exclusively either on X or Y chromosomes. That means whatever the traits which you get which are not present on the autosomes, it is present on the sex chromosome and it is either on X or on Y, that is they're exclusive of each other. Let's see what it is. Supposing, now you all know that there are 46 chromosomes, 23 pairs. Out of that, 22 pairs are autosome and one pair is sex chromosome. It's either XX or it is XY. Supposing, now let's see this X chromosome and this is Y chromosome. Now here the alleles are present for these genes. For this gene, here the allele, here, on the same locus, the alleles are present for all these chromosomes. But X has got some extra genes. There's no allele which are present on the Y chromosome. So these are extra genes. They will form that trait. But if there is any defect, then the defect will be seen in the child. So here this is the extra X chromosome which is absent in the Y. Then you might ask that whether the Y is small, less number of genes present. Now this Y also has something extra which are responsible for the traits which are present only in the males. Now let us study some diseases which can be caused if there is some fault in this extra X genes. Two diseases which you will be learning is hemophilia and color blindness. What happens in hemophilia? The blood does not clot. So when the child is born, it cannot clot the blood. Even when for first time it is separated from the mother, there's blood flow between mother and the child. But if the blood does not clot for the child, then the child might die. So no clotting takes place. There is risk of bleeding to death. So that's what happens in hemophilia. Color blindness, you are not able to, the child is not able to distinguish between colors, especially red and green. So they won't get the license, they won't be able to make out green or red signal. So that is what these are the two diseases which will be you will be studying, and how it is transformed from the mother to child or father to child. Let's see. Now, appearance of trait. These are the traits, that is not clotting and color blindness. They follow crisscross inheritance. That is, it comes from mother to son and father to daughter. These two females, they won't be transferring directly. It will come crisscross. So, let's see. Now, this is a normal female. Normal female, that is the mother. This is the colorblind man having XY. Why? It does not have that extra genes for hemophilia or color blindness. If that genes is healthy, then you will be able to see normal color. If that genes is healthy, then you will have clotting taking place. So now this man has defective. Let's take color blindness. So there is a defective genes because it has got only one X and it has got defect. So that defective X which has got defective genes is present here in the colorblind man. The man is colorblind. It has got normal Y chromosomes, but Y chromosomes are not responsible for the color. So normal Y chromosome and normal female XX. So when they have children, what type of progeny they will have? This X will multiply with this defective X. So here X X, defective X is present. The daughter is normal but it carries, so it is carrier daughter. She will be able to see normally. She won't be colorblind, but her genotype, she'll have in genes one defective, those defective chromosome which will have the defective genes. So she will be normal, but she will carry this from father. From father, she'll receive this defective genes and she will just be carrier because of her mother's genes. She is not colorblind. She is normal child, but her genotype will carry this from the father. Now, if now this X, when it multiplies with Y, XY, normal son is born. Because here the son has got healthy X from the mother. So healthy X, Y as it is, so normal son is born. Now this X, when it multiplies this faulty X, again the daughter is a carrier. She carries this defective genes, but as such she is normal. She is not colorblind or does not have hemophilia. So she is normal but carrier of this defective chromosomes. Now the son X, Y, son again is normal. The sons are normal, daughters are carrier. So this is the from father. Father is defective. The son does not carry those genes. Those genes, healthy genes, comes from the mother. So sons are healthy. They do not even carry any defect. But daughters, they are healthy, but they carry this defective X chromosome. Both are carrier, so it is crisscross pattern. It is following a crisscross pattern. From father it comes to the daughter. Daughters become the carrier. Now this carrier daughters, X with if X defective genes, and if they marry a normal male, XY, what type of progeny they are going to have. Now this daughters, this X, defective XX, defective XX. So the daughter which is born is carrier daughter because it has got one defective genes from the mother. Then this defective genes with Y, XY, the son is colorblind because the X which he has got from mother is defective. Y as it is, it does not have the genes for color, so it is colorblind, and because of the defective genes from the mother who has got from her father. So father to grandson, it goes from father to the grandson. The grandson is colorblind. So if grandfather is colorblind, the probability of the grandson becoming colorblind is very high. So here the son born to the carrier daughter is colorblind. Now this XX, normal female, because it does not carry any defective X. Now here this X and Y, normal son. So here one is carrier, the other is boy is colorblind, normal daughter and normal son. This is how the combination possible, and you can calculate by this Punnett square. Now this carrier mother XX0 marries a colorblind man, X defective X and Y. So this defective X into defective X, both are defective. Now ultimately the daughter is also colorblind because XX, both the genes, alleles, both the alleles are defective. So that defect has to come in the daughter. Now this X, defective X into Y, colorblind son. This X into defective X carrier daughter. One is healthy, she will be normal, but she will carry the genes for defective genes in the other X chromosome, which can be transferred to next generation. The son will be normal. So this son will be normal. This will be colorblind son, carrier daughter, and normal son. This is how you can calculate the probability of genes being in the next generation, the defect being in the next generation by the Punnett square. So this is very important for seeing if there is any defective genes. It has to be known beforehand so the combination can be avoided. So now you find these defects more in male than female. Why? Because females, they have the other healthy genes to cope up with it, but the sons do not have the other genes to cope up with it. So you have this recessive genes defects due to the recessive genes more in the male than in the female. So recessive genes present in the X chromosomes, because this is here the genes which is recessive responsible for the defects is present on this. No other allele to compensate on Y. So the example here, color blindness and hemophilia. You cannot differentiate between green and red, and here risk of bleeding to death because the blood does not clot.